Today, we are going to work a little bit on a very popular pose in vinyasa and Ashtanga yoga, Ashtanga being the original vinyasa. And we actually have a dog. That is not why he's here. He's actually in the way. And we're going to do upward facing dog. So in a moment, I'm going to have to move my dog. I want to start out by saying that upward facing dog, I think, is often rushed. And because we don't do many back bends in life, I have on my little heart shirt today. Back bends open up the heart. So we can build that upward facing dog from Sphinx to Cobra to upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha, Svanasana. And so I'm going to let Bo move. There it is. Going to move, sweetie. And we are going to show you Sphinx first. So I'm going to come down on my belly, if Bo allows me. Thank you, Bo. And this is Sphinx posture, right? You can start that. I went down into it, but you can also come onto your belly and come up into it. And this is a beginning. Now, for Bhujangasana, Cobra, the reason I'm showing this is because Bhujangasana is actually a bigger back bend, and a lot of people don't do that right. So here, my hips are on the floor. I'm gonna take my legs off the floor. This is how my legs are meant to be in Cobra and in upward facing dog, and you see a lot of that. Okay, so let's come down, and now I'm gonna go up to Cobra. My hands are underneath my shoulders, my elbows are in and back. Here's a low Cobra. This is an authentic Cobra. And here I'm pushing myself a little bit more, but notice my shoulders are down. So many people put their shoulders up. Last night I taught a hot vinyasa class in New York City. And a lot of people, especially flexible young ladies, they come up like this. And this is not good, right? Over time, you're going to just stretch those shoulders out of their socket. And also it's just not going to strengthen them. It's misalignment. So notice my hips are in contact with the floor. You see a lot of people doing this in Bhujangasana. So that is actually somewhere between upward facing dog and Cobra. Here's my Cobra. Now I take my knees off the floor and my legs are straight. In full Cobra, sometimes you'll hear to have your feet together, but we're not here for that purpose today. We're going to go now to plank position. And from plank position, we're going to talk about upward facing dog. So please spread your fingers wide. And in plank position, our toes are generally curled. And so you're going to push your heels back. And I have a little bit of a curve in my lower back. I think this is just pattern because you want to have your back as straight as possible. And I am pulling my belly really strong and not sagging in my hips. This is, again, not your plank. So getting your legs as straight as you can, all you're going to do is push your pelvis forward and have your shoulders right over your wrists. Okay, so what do we see a lot in this posture? This again, you're hanging in the shoulders and hanging in the hips. People that aren't fully engaging their legs, their knees are bent. Okay, so my toes are curled and a lot of people don't do it that way. So let's do it the vinyasa ashtanga way, where the toes are pointed. Nevertheless, my legs and knees are as straight as possible. And also my upper body, my armpit chest is forward. This is actually not an opportunity to open up into as deep a back bend as Bhujangasana, Cobra. If you're very bendy in Bhujangasana, you really try to open up your chest and upper spine, which you can only do so much here. And then one more thing is you see a lot of people thinking that if they jam their neck, they're going to have a great upward facing dog. All they're going to have is a jammed neck. So for me, I often look forward. Also, I've heard if you look up and you're an anxious person, that makes you more anxious. I don't need that. And so there we have upward facing dog today. That was a brief explanation, but in that brief explanation, I hope you got some of those principles. Do not hang in your hips. Do not hang in your shoulders. Keep your knees, your legs as strong as you can, whether the toes are curled or flat. And I like the curled toed option for upward facing dog. It just feels better on my feet. I also feel like I can get a certain type of strength in my legs that I don't the other way, but either way is really fine. Spreading fingers wide, shoulders down and back, armpit chest forward, unlike downward facing dog in chaturanga, where we have a little more external rotation of the shoulders. Here you want to open up into a back bend. So I wanted to cover upward facing dog with my heart shirt because this is a heart opener, as is Bhujangasana, as is the Sphinx posture. So let's keep working on our back bends. Even if they get more challenging as we get older, it's really important to do some form of them, even on the chair. And that's an easy way to do it, which I'm not going to demonstrate today, this likely in one of our other videos. And if it isn't, I will get it there. All right, so have a fabulous day. Please let me know anything that you'd like to learn about, postures, whatever. I have been practicing yoga. My first class was 50 years ago, and I've been teaching it for 40 years full time. So I'm still learning, and I want to share what I've learned with you. So thank you again for joining the YouTube channel for Sewell House Yoga Retreat in Northern Maine. We offer small personalized retreats since 1997. There are so many retreats out there, but let me tell you, Northern Maine is beautiful, and you will get personalized attention if you come to Sewell House. Have a great day and keep up with your practice. Thank you.